Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman in the house, and I got some really good news for you around Pulsechain. So I hope you guys enjoyed this from Brett Paulson here, who is a developer for Pulsechain. So let's get into it. Here is Brett Paulson's profile on a GitLab, of course, and he is in the Pulsechain group there. So pretty exciting. Well, first thing I want to point out is that he's been making plenty of private contributions. So I guess that kind of indicates those all are being made behind the scenes there for Pulsechain. You can see he's been pretty active there, 1 hour, 10 hours, 9 hours, 1 day ago, etc. So it's pretty cool there as well. So great to see Brett Paulson there. Now, obviously, he is one of the devs on the Pulsechain team. You can see some of the others here under the Pulsechain on GitLab. And of course, we all know about the testnet 2VB that's on at the moment. That is public files. And of course, you can see that all set up at the moment. But in any case, he is on the Twitter there, and you can see him. I'll leave the link in the video description. You can follow him. Probably a good idea. And of course, Bree-Tip there, and he has been putting out some pretty cool stuff for the beginning of the year for 2023 for New Year's. So let's get into some of this. He's been posting different titles, but we're going to look at the stuff that's really key and get into that. So this is kind of the one tweet that he did 4 hours ago that I thought was pretty exciting. He goes, now he obviously can't let anything out publicly because Richard Hart is the one who calls the shots as the founder of Pulsechain. But of course, as a developer there, he is pretty bullish. So let's read this. I'm not going to release anything that isn't public, he says. We don't expect him to do anything like that. Of course, Richard Hartwin is the source of truth for his products. Absolutely, indeed. It's not my place. Then he goes, you are all amazing, he says. And this is the bullish stuff to open up a very bullish outlook for 2023. I believe, and he's the one of the devs, right, for Pulsechain. I believe that Pulsechain will change the world, and Richard Hart is changing the world. So if that's not bullish for 2023, I don't know what is. We're looking forward to that. Obviously, no, Richard Hart is going to be at the Hex online conference on the 9th of January. We may get some bullish stuff out from Richard then, but of course, we're looking forward to hearing from him in any case. So that's going to be pretty exciting. We also got a couple of stuff here from Tyron Banks. Thank you for your hard work there. He says, thank you. The developer says, thank you. There are many more developers to thank as well. Obviously, there's a team behind Pulsechain, so it's pretty cool. We got some cool stuff from Christine Hype. Pulsechain at the beginning of the revolution, the crypto ecosystem. Lots of cool people there, pretty excited about the whole team working towards this. So I thought that was pretty exciting. Very, very bullish. You can see all the people in there that are responding to that. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So that's kind of cool. I really thought that was really bullish for 2023. I believe that Pulsechain will change the world, and RH is changing the world. And that's exciting coming from one of the Pulsechain devs. So if that doesn't lift your spirits into 2023, don't know what will. That's pretty exciting. Now, he obviously mentioned earlier that on Twitter, PulseX was also trending. He says, I don't know how the trending thing works on Twitter, but PulseX is trending, and he's excited about that too. PulseX only on Pulsechain, indeed. So pretty cool stuff. Now, he has had a couple other little slightly related things we're going to look at. He puts here, for those curious, scanning the DHT distributed has table for the current Pulsechain testnet V2B, which is currently public. And of course, it's the proof of work version. Here are all the locations of people running full nodes by IP address. We operate less than 3% of these nodes from the Pulsechain team. All of these servers were active within the last 12 hours. And of course, you can see that is currently what's supporting Pulsechain testnet V2B, which is the proof of work one. Look at all the people in North America, Europe, throughout Asia, and of course in Australasia and some in Africa and Latin America there. So kind of decent distribution. That's pretty cool. Another one he responded to 9 hours ago. This is all 9 hours ago on New Year's Eve, right? He goes, this person asked, Pulse Chad says, hopefully we as a community decide to host validators as decentralized as possible. Personally, I would like to see a nice spread around the world in almost every country through different means, personal servers, a different VPS, hopefully less than 1% of Pulsechain validators per country. And Pretip says this is inevitable, zero chance of it not happening. So it's kind of a little thing there around the blockchain validators. He did post something here on one of his little tests that he's doing. This is on a Ubuntu server, and he's just setting up a blockchain and basically pulling it all in. And of course, he is testing some changes that he's made there which is pretty cool. So he goes 1 hour and 50 minutes until 2023. So this is just before New Year's Eve his time. This is how I'm spending my last moments of 2022, which is good to see that Pulsechain Dev is so committed to upgrading there. Someone says, are you testing system state capture? Why proof of work? Of course, because the snapshot is a proof of work, not a proof of stake version. He goes, that particular block number on ETH is a proof of work block, not a proof of stake block. When verifying the chain, you must use the consensus protocol that the block was verified with. Good eye and great question. Someone else says, are you a real Pulse dev? He goes, yes, I am. That's pretty funny. No idea what I'm looking at. Someone says the dev stuff. It says retap there. It looks like it's staying in sync. So he is syncing a blockchain there with the nodes. Not just ensuring some change I made work properly, he says. So cool. That's pretty much it. Someone else says, Richard is okay with you talking about this, which is kind of an abstraction. That I'm working, you mean? I think he is, of course. I'm not releasing anything private. I'm syncing a chain for the nth time. So he's done it many times. Good question, though, he says. So that's pretty funny. Not sure if there's any replies there. No, that's pretty much it on that. Of sorts, he says. So cool. We even got Just Ask Jesse in there. And they're making himself known as well from Power City and Liquid Lines formerly. So pretty cool. So that is some of the cool tweets he's been doing lately. And of course, 9 hours just before New Year's Eve. Says happy New Year 2023. We're an exciting year, asking challenging questions, doing hard things, making the world better, which is pretty cool. So he's got cool stuff around there. Happy New Year. Obviously, lots of people celebrating that. So that was pretty much there from one of the Pulsechain devs. Hope you liked that quick little review. And, of course, a great start to 2023. Pulsechain is coming, and it's going to be an exciting time, isn't it? It's going to be an exciting time. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell for more great videos. And, of course, look forward to your comments in the chat there. I will respond to those as well. All right, take care. Bye for now.